Here we are going to see the introduction of PL SQL. So to start the PL SQL, we are going to use the declare statement. So in the declare, we are going to declare the variable that is going to be used in this program. For example, I'm creating a variable name yes, and I'm giving that data type as character like vaka2 of 100. So then the begin is actually where the code will be. I'm giving a simple output statement. So this is the thing, dv means output dot put line. So it's just going to be a procedure like dv means out dot put line is a kind of procedure which is going to print the variable. So I didn't initialize the variable value, so I'm initializing it to 4. So the output is generated. You can see like while running the 4 is printed. So we can give some label to that printed value. So I'm just using that single apostrophe and I'm giving a value, that value of yes. Then the important thing is like to concatenate, we are going to use to or simple. So to concatenation happen using that thing. On running, I'm going to be giving the output. I'm given the output the value of yes, which is equal to 4 in that way. So the variable name has certain rules, like we should use the first character as alphabet. We cannot give number, so that is why the error has been generated here. The variable length should be 30 character, and the variable should always begin with alphabet. That is the rule, and it can be followed by say dollar symbol and all, but it should start with alphabet. That is the thing, and the 30 character is a maximum size. We cannot use like the keyword as variable name. For example, I can use the declare statement. I'm replacing all the variable with the declare, which is a keyword. I'm getting the error. So we should not use the keyword as a variable name. So I'm just replacing the things. Okay. Now initialization can be done previously, like while we are declaring itself, we can initialize the variable. So to initialize, like colon equal to symbol you have to give, and I'm doing this statement to show the output. Okay. So on running, I'm getting the value of 5, which is the initial value. Okay. Now we'll see some difference between this local and global variable. One thing is like we can create another block. So creating another block, just a copy of that previous one, and the 2 blocks are there. So one is the inner block and another is an outer block. So I'm declaring the same variable name s1 and s1 here, and giving the same values. Like okay, we'll change that description of the output to s2, and we can check. I'm running it. On checking this, like I'm given the value in the 2 scenario as 5. The inner block is also having 5, and then the outer block is also having 5. On running the statement, once again, so there is some error. Okay, just I'm entered and I'm clicking the run again. Didn't change anything. I don't know why that error has been generated. On running, I'm getting the output as 5 for both a variable. Now I'm changing the value to 15. So you can see like the value has been changed. The outer block is the value of 5, and the inner block is having the value of 15. Now I'm copying this statement and I'm placing it here, and let me check now. So you can see here the outer block is always having the value which has been declared outside. The inner block value which has been changed later is as a visibility within that block, so within the declare and end. So the outer block, declare and end will have the value that is been assigned in the outside of that outside block. Okay, so now I'm deleting this thing, and we can check like this is a non-case sensitive variable creations here. It is non-case sensitive. So S1 in and capital S1 will be the same thing. So you can see here, while I'm running, I will get an error saying that the variable has been in the same name. We cannot use same name for variable name. In the previous scenario, it is different. Like I used two different blocks. One is an outer block and another is an inner block. That is why we are able to create two variables in the previous scenario. And another thing is, like for assigning variable value, you can use default. Both ways you can do, like colon equal to or default. So in both ways you will be getting, you will be assigning the values.